Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a cleaning routine video and it's an everyday clean. And I think the expression going around on YouTube is the power hour, but I'm actually going to call this video the power half hour because this entire clean took me 35 minutes. I really don't have much time today. It's the half term here in the UK, which means your children are off school for a week. So we have had so many days out and I have let the house work really get on top of me, and the house was a total mess when I started this clean. Once a week my house gets a much deeper clean, but this is like an everyday blitz. So my baby has just gone down for a nap, so I'm gonna see how much I can get done. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. I post 3 videos a week. So yes, anyway, into the video. So I normally start upstairs in the boys' rooms, and this is Fraser's room. So I'm just gonna open the blinds, put his pajamas away, and make his Minecraft bed. And then I'm going to put all of his stuffed animals back onto his bed and just tidy away any books, any other toys. There's a board game that's been left out. And then I'm going to take a damp e-cloth and just quickly wipe over the windows. I like these because you don't need any product and it doesn't smear. And I'm also just going to do the windowsill really quickly. And then I'll use my Method antibacterial spray for any surfaces or hot spots like handles. And I don't always hoover, but his room really needed it today because he had been cutting up some paper and there were bits all over the floor. But that is it. That is Fraser's room done. Now onto my 3-year-old's room. This is Caleb's room, so I'm just going to tidy up his blanket. I always tend to like roll it like this, and I'm going to make his bed. He's got a really thin duvet from IKEA. I really like it because you can put it right under the mattress. And then I'm just going to tidy up his toys, put his pillows back, straighten out the rug, and then just put any other toys away. And it looks like a toothbrush as well. And I'm going to wipe down this surface because there was toothpaste on it. And then I'm just going to quickly put away his pajamas from the night before and tidy away Superman costumes, and that is pretty much it for his room. Then moving on to the boys' bathroom, I'm just going to straighten out the towels. These ones are fine, they don't need to be changed, they're still clean. So I'm just going to refold them, empty the bin because it's quite full, and then I'm going to put some bleach in the boys' toilet because it is quite messy today. I obviously don't do this every day, but I'm just going to put a bit in there and leave it for a few minutes while I tidy the rest of the bathroom. I always like to use a separate cloth on our toilets as well, and I always use a blue one because I just remember that blue is for loo. So I'm just giving it a quick once over with some anti-bac because it does get quite messy. And now I'm back to using my green cloth on the sink to just give it a quick once over, and the bathtub as well. This isn't very messy, but just a really quick once over. And then that is it for our family bathroom. And then I do a very similar routine in our ensuite. Our towels do need changing, so I'm putting a fresh towel in, and then I will empty the bins before moving on to the toilet. And again, I've got my blue, it's for loo, so I'm just going to give it a really quick once over and do the bleach thing similar to what I did in our family bathroom, and let that sit for a few minutes. Put any makeup products away and give our sink a really quick once over. This one doesn't get too messy because it's just us. We have these great shelves in our bathroom that hide all of our products, and we have so many of them. We both love products. We have these containers from IKEA which are really handy for storage, and I definitely need to have a sort out but don't have time today, so I'm just going to give the shelves a really quick wipe, and that is our ensuite done. And the only last thing that I do is just flush the toilet just to get the bleach down, or it will really smell. And I'm going to actually scrub the boys' one because that one definitely gets a lot messier. To our rooms, I'm just going to open up the shutters and open the window to air it out. Give the windowsill a really quick wipe over, and ew, I found a fly, so I'm going to chuck that out the window and then carry on with the cleaning. Then I'm going to make our bed. I really feel like a made bed makes the whole room look clean. So I'm just going to tidy up the pillows, put the throw cushions back on, and as I'm editing this, it cracks me up because Matt's always moaning that he's not got enough cover. And as you can see how much is on my side of the bed on the right and how little is on his side of the bed on the left. So I've actually made this bed completely terribly. Anyway, I'm going to throw this throw on the end. I feel like it kind of like finishes off the bed, and that is it. And I'm just going to tidy up any other bits that are on our side like vanity unit and just give it a really quick once over. Then I'm going to quickly run around our room with my trusty Dyson V6. I obviously don't hoover every day, but our room just really needed it today. And yes, that is it. That is our room all done. Then I'm going to come downstairs, but before I clean, I'm going to put on a load of laundry. I need to do 1 to 2 loads a day for our family of 5. So I'm just going to use some Fairy Non-Bio and I just eyeball it. And I'm also going to use a color catcher because this is a color load. And now to tackle the biggest and messiest room in our house. This is our living kitchen area. Please tell me that someone else's house also looks this bad every day. But first I'm going to tidy up under the high chair. This has been left after breakfast, so I'm just going to get all the bits up just using a baby wipe, and then I'm going to wipe down the high chair again with my method cleaner. I really like it because it is non-toxic, and I'm obviously spraying this all over surfaces where the boys eat. And I managed to get the dishes from breakfast into the dishwasher, but I didn't kind of wipe over the table, so I'm going to do that, and also his walker because sometimes he has little snacks in it, so I like to get that clean. Next, I'm going to clean their little play table, so I'll just get the Play-Doh away and then tidy up the 500 Pokemon cards and Lego card book before going over to the play area. So they have loads of blankets out because they had them on this morning when they were laying on the couch. So I'm just going to fold them up, put them away, tidy up any bowls, tidy up all of the toys that we've had out this morning, and yeah, just get everything looking a little bit more straight. I'm also going to straighten out the couch and just sort out the cushions and things, and then I'm also going to take this playmat outside and shake it off because there's always loads of crumbs on it. And then this breakfast bar somehow becomes my desk every day and collects my cameras and laptops and everything. So I'm going to tidy that up and give it a wipe. And then into the kitchen, I'm going to just put away things into the dishwasher, or any of the pots and pans that I have washed by hand. I'm going to put all of those away as well, and then I'm going to give all of the surfaces a really quick wipe down. It's actually pretty tidy today, but I'm just going to give it a really quick once over. Then I'm going to take my damp e-cloth and give the gloss kitchen a really quick wipe. I find there's always lots of fingerprints or splash marks behind where I've been cooking, and then give anything else a little wipe if it needs it. Then I'm going to take my long handled brush to pick up any of the bigger bits of food. If there's any bits of toast or Play-Doh or things like that, I will just quickly run around with that. And then if it's needed, again, I will quickly run around with my Dyson V6. I love this for like everyday, really quick hoover, like under the table for bits of Play-Doh and in the kitchen for crumbs. And then lastly, I'm going to use this mop. I love it. I'll link it down below. You fill it up and you can spray out onto the floor and just really quickly run around and mop. And then finally, I'm going to just change our overflowing, disgusting bins. And that's it. That is our main living area all clean. Right, I hope you enjoyed that video and seeing how messy my house actually gets and how I tidy it up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.